I have a small collection of Verruca on my foot. It's been going on for 2 years and I can't seem to get rid of it. Is there anything that you suggest? So unfortunately, warts and verrucae are really difficult to treat. They like to hang around for a very long time. If you do nothing, of course, there are chance that some of them will just disappear by themselves, but certainly if they're starting to spread and you don't want to give it to somebody else, you should treat them. When it comes to at-home treatments, you can buy a lot of salicylic acid containing products over the counter, and you would have to use this regularly to try and cause some irritation of the skin, to try and lift that skin off. So what you'll notice is that when you put it on, and you should put some Vaseline around the area on the periphery to stop it spreading further, that the skin may go slightly white and kind of macerated. That's essentially dead skin and it can be filed away. But what you do want to do is try and scald that file, so try and get the old-fashioned metal file rather than the paper ones, so that you're not going to reinfect other areas, and try and file it down and then keep applying the salicylic acid. If that hasn't been enough, you can of course attend your doctor and have some topical therapies, which are a little bit more intense. So for some, we would use cryotherapy, which is this canister here, which is a liquid that turns into a gas, and we would freeze the verruca. Now, it only takes a few seconds of pain, just spraying it on it like this, and the area will turn slightly white. It doesn't need to be covered, and then you go about your business. That pain will disappear after the first couple of minutes, and then you can put some Vaseline on it that evening. And then once it's settled, I would get somebody to go back to using their salicylic acid. If this hasn't been enough, so you've done maybe a few sessions of it and it hasn't been enough, we can also use blister beetle juice, essentially topical cantharidin. So this is a solution that's painless. So when we put it on, we literally just get a cotton bud like this, and it's a small little bottle. We just dab it onto the area, and then we cover it in a plaster, and that plaster remains on for hours, essentially for the rest of the day. And then what you'll expect that night is a blister starts to form, and then that enables the skin cells to lift off. So you try and leave that blister intact. If it was really painful, of course the blister can be burst with a sterile needle, but let the roof of the blister collapse, do not pull it back, and then hopefully that will start to improve the verruca. Now, a lot of people will have to do still some salicylic acid at home and possibly a couple of sessions of cantharidin, but it's certainly a very effective treatment. Up to 86% of people will have resolution of their warts and verruca with this treatment. So if your at home salicylic acid is not enough, you can have a combination of either cryotherapy or cantharidin. Cantharidin is certainly like for younger people because there's no pain at the time, so it doesn't put them off coming for a doctor's visit again.